Welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna make the pumpkin filling for the empanadas. So let me get the ingredients. Right, so for our pumpkin, I have this pumpkin already with all the seeds and the beer. So what I did, I just cut it like this in wedges. You can add a small pumpkin and do the whole thing. So I got this one here, and for my ingredients, we're basically gonna do the pumpkin spice. So you can use your ground cinnamon, ground ginger, cloves, cloves also, some fennel. You can do the grind or the whole pieces. If not, you can always use a 5-spice. It's the same ingredients except for the start anise, but you can always use this. And also we're gonna need 1 cup of brown sugar, or as much as you like, or piloncillo. And also we're gonna need 1 tablespoon of water, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, and this is for the end, so that way you can see the final result. So we're gonna need a clay pot or hot pot saucepan, and we're gonna cook our pumpkin in here. So basically we're gonna make a syrup out of it. So you can do your spices, like I said, you can do whole spices and then remove them. So let's make the tea, the infusion. So over here I got my water already boiling. So I'm gonna do some agua de canela, so cinnamon water for allspice, cloves, star anise or the fennel. Okay. You can do the whole ginger and then remove it. You can put the ground ginger, about 1 tablespoon. Cinnamon, as much as you want. So I'm gonna do about a tablespoon or so. And we're gonna whisk it. Okay. And also I'm gonna add my sugar. I'm gonna do half because I need to spray my Spanish version. And then we're just gonna put our calabaza or pumpkin in here. We're gonna bring it to boil, and then we're gonna cover, we're gonna simmer it, okay? So that way we have our pumpkin cooking. And then as soon as it starts boiling, we're gonna cover it, let it cook for about 15 minutes, and then we're gonna check it into the needle comes clear. So this one, as you can see, so you're gonna see like this, it comes in and out. So this is done. So I had this one for that reason to show you. So back into the cover it and let it cook for about 20 minutes. Alright, so now we are gonna take out the pumpkin. So this one we're gonna let it rest, so that way we can mash it later. Or you can serve it like this if you're doing dulce de calabaza. Basically this is done. So we're just gonna thick our syrup a little bit, and then we can pour on top. But that's for the dulce. Since we're gonna do the calabaza, we're gonna let it rest, and then we're gonna put our pulp over here, cook it into iridosis all the way, so that way we don't, we can see the pan or the bottom, and it doesn't stick to our pan. So I'm gonna come back, add the puree, and show you the next step. Now that you have your pumpkin already cooled down, now we're gonna mash it over here, okay? So you're gonna scrape all these like mashed potatoes, so that way we can let it reduce almost complete, okay? So that way we have our pumpkin puree. So you're gonna cook it into, you can see the bottom of the pan. So you're just gonna mash it either with a spoon or with a potato masher, and then bring it back to boil over here. So we're gonna let it cook for about a couple hours, and then we're gonna come back and show you the final results. So like I said, this one is done. If you want to add the slurry, go ahead and do it, but the slurry is just gonna help you, to tighten it up a little bit. That's gonna be optional. If you want to use it, go ahead and do it. But this one is not gonna lose any more water. So this is nice, like a marmalade. See, nice and shiny. This is done. We're gonna let it cool down, and show you the results. So over here I got about 2 tablespoons of water. We're gonna put 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, so that way we can make our slurry. And like I said, you can make it and add it to your pumpkin. So let's say that you're gonna make a pie, you're gonna add it over here, so that way the pie is gonna be nice and thick, so that way it's not too runny. So I'm gonna show you now. So after you have your pumpkin, you know, after you mash it, you're gonna let it reduce all the water, let it evaporate completely. See how it runs, and it doesn't stick anymore to the pan. You can see your pan clean. So now, if you want, you can add a little so like I say, you know, you just have to see the bottom of your pan. Like I said, doesn't stick anymore. This is done.